Hi, this is Tim Gordon from CommunicationSteroids.com, and I'm out here at the lovely North Fork of the San Am River. My kids are up and down the river. They're throwing rocks. They're finding salamanders. I don't know. I thought I'd take a minute to talk to you about preparation of a speech, because I've got this speech coming up here in about 5 or 6 weeks, which is a pretty major presentation for me. It's on music and spirituality. Now, here's what I've done to prepare. I'm still in the midst of it. I haven't rehearsed it yet, but I've created a document on my PC, which has 3 major headings. One is personal history of music, the second is music and community, and the third is music and spirituality. And under the personal history, I've put a lot of notes and things under there about my own history with music, which started really young, before I was 8 or 10 years old. History of the Beatles, history of my mom and dad being musicians, all the way through the present, and just some notes and some comments in there. The second part I've done is the music and community, and there's a lot of elements I've pulled in from research that I've done online, computer research, as well as people I've talked to about how music ties community together, drum circles, that sort of thing. Number 3 is music and spirituality, which really is how it affects people. So what I've done is taken this document and I've dumped it all in there. Now what I'm going to do about 3 weeks before the presentation, I'm going to start tying this all together in a chronological or coherent order so that I can actually go through and give a couple of presentations out loud in my basement, in my studio, just to see how it all works together. And then I'll start throwing out things that don't work and adding things in that do, just to get a flow to it. So then I've got, once I get to the speech, I'm going to have the major elements memorized, or at least all the bullet points that I'm going to have memorized for the speech. So when I get up there, I'm hopefully going to do this whole thing without any notes, or just maybe a couple of note cards to keep me on track throughout the whole thing. So that's really what it takes to prepare for a speech, about a 20 or 30-minute speech. And I would suggest when you do a speech as well, that you do a lot of show prep, as we used to call it in radio to hasten. Speech prep, so that when you give a speech, you can give a good one too. Check out CommunicationSteroids.com. I'm Tim Gordon.